Hey guys, my name is John, and today I'm recording a video on the intermediate things for Gorilla Tag. So not the basics. I've already made a video on the basics. This time I'm just gonna go in depth to the harder things to do, like the things that people in competitive lobbies know. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so yeah, I just teleported, guys. Crazy. The first thing that we're gonna do is wall climbing. I've already made a video on how to wall climb and stuff, so I'm just gonna keep this pretty short. Basically, you're gonna wanna push your arm diagonally, pretend you're slapping the wall diagonally and going down as well to slap yourself into that other wall, okay? So you push your hand like that. You do that motion, right? Try doing that with your hand right now. Okay, if you're watching this. So smack yourself into the wall with that motion, and then for the other wall, do this motion, that motion. So down and diagonally to the left. And you just want to keep doing that. You want to repeat that over and over again until you can get up there. Now, if you can't do it immediately, a good process, this is probably how you're going to be doing it at first. But that's okay, guys. But the first thing that you're gonna do is you're just gonna want to try and smack yourself into the wall. Just keep trying that. Okay, once you can do that, right? You just want to do it the other way. You smack yourself into the wall, and then you go the other way. And some people can do it with one hand. I don't know how they can do it, but just find how it works. Find how it works for you. For me, one-handed does not really work very well for me. But yeah, it's not really important. Other people can do it this weird reverse pinch climb thing, where they basically swim into the wall, which I don't know how to do. But it's that type of motion. I don't really know how to do it though. Those are the basics of wall climbing. Then after you wall climb, this is basically what you're gonna do. Is Actually, I'm not actually gonna go over wall climbing that much. Actually, I think that's enough wall climbing stuff for right now, because I've already done it. So if you really want more in depth, then go watch the other video. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is wall running, because that's the only thing that in my last video I didn't really cover. So wall running. First thing you're gonna want to do is, after you learn how to wall climb, right? You're gonna want to try and wall climb higher. And the reason that you gotta learn wall climbing first is because it just feels, it was easier for me to learn how to wall run after I knew how to wall climb, because they're kind of similar. But you're just gonna want to go back to the spot where I taught you how to wall climb. And so right here, don't go into the gray part, right before the gray part. If you can wall climb on the gray part though, I don't think you need my help. If you can wall climb on the gray part, then there's nothing for me to teach you if you can actually do that. So, yeah. Anyway, what wall running is, okay. So, wall running is like wall climbing, but sideways, I guess. So, you smack your hand into the wall. You just push straight down into the wall. Like this. You're just gonna boom, boom, boom. Just like that. So, that's what you want to do, okay? You just want to push straight down. If you're first starting out, you might want to go practice in the caves, because it's much easier there. You're just going to slap your hand down, okay? You're probably not going to go very far at first, but that's okay. You don't need to go very far when you're just starting out. You're just going to want to put straight down. Alright? You go into the caves and you're practicing going straight down. So, this is what it looks like. I'm not very good at wall running with my left hand, but I can still do it, but it's just sometimes I mess up. But this is what it's going to look like when you first start out. Okay? Okay, so we're going to move on to the more advanced stuff, more advanced wall running things, right? So, what I've taught you so far is this is really slow. This is faster. This is much faster. It's how you see people zooming across the walls like madmen. In order to go across the walls super fast, you're not gonna want to do those straight down things super simply. So what I taught you how to do a couple of seconds ago is you're still gonna go straight down, but basically you're going further down than you would the other way, okay? So you see how like people are always like, you saw how I just fell down. That's one of the problems, because if you have sticky hands, which a lot of people do, it's really hard to do the small ones like really fast, which is a reason why I don't do that. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to want to slap yourself all the way down. Like, I want you to do this. Boom. Like, pretend, like, you just go straight down and go back a little bit. That's what I do. I'll show you how I do it. Okay. So let me stop screwing up for like 5 seconds if I could just not be garbage. You're just going to want to go back to the wall, the exact same wall. This is like the most useful wall in the game. Okay. Now, if you're wondering why I'm actually like being garbage currently, it's because the game, it's just cuz. Just, I promise you guys, I'm not actually this bad. Alright, so that's what you're gonna want it to do right there. What I just did. Basically, you want to just do the same motion that I taught you like a couple seconds ago. Like, that's how you do it normally, right? You see how I'm going really like not very far down and stuff, right? So you're gonna want to smack your hand down a lot harder and farther. Not like little babies, not like that, but like this. Like full down like this. You just go straight down and you put yourself back a little bit. Straight down and you push yourself forward when you do that. Now, if you do get very good with this, if you get really good with wall running, it can actually be very useful. And especially like, some people can wall run in the gray area and most people can't. So if you can learn how to wall run in the gray area, you'll basically be unstoppable. Alright? So, if you can learn that, then if you can just learn those two things, then you'll basically be set for the game. There are other things that you could learn, like pinch climbing. Pinch climbing is actually very helpful as well, especially when you're in a pinch. Sorry. But yeah, so if you ever meet anybody that's like really, really good, you'll probably be screwed. But like if you only know how to do these two things, that's why you gotta do. This is why there's some other things that you gotta learn. Okay. Now, my friend asked recently, how do you like switch directions on the wall when you're wall running? How do you switch directions, John? I know you're like crazy good at the game, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I turn around, and he was like, that doesn't no, but basically, what you want to do is in the area around the corners, right? Like you're gonna want to turn around. That's how I do it. When I get to a corner, I'll like let myself fall down. I'd like turn down. I'd like turn around. It's actually not very hard when you're wall running. You just want to turn around. Okay, I'll give you some examples later. But for now, you know how you can't. So wall running on corners is kind of hard. So I'll tell you what to do when you're doing that. So on these corners right here, what I do is I don't actually wall run on them. What I do is like right when I'm about to get to a corner, I'll actually hit myself off like this. Watch, boom, like that. See, it's a lot. I think it's easier than just trying to really precisely like wall run. You can wall run it, but if you were in like a high speed chase, it would be easier to do that. Sorry to screw that up. You could juke them out. Alright, I'm going to give you an example of wall run juking now, like what I was talking about earlier. Okay, so that's wall run juking. You really just turn around. That's the only thing that you do, okay? So, all you gotta do is, like, right when you're getting where you want to turn around, you do a 180 in real life, and then you turn around. You can also just stay up in the air for, like, ever when you're doing this. Alright, so, yeah, it is kind of toxic to do that, so I wouldn't do it, but, you know. So, it's really not that hard. It's like once you learn how to wall run, it's actually not that hard. You just turn around and then keep doing it. Anyway, I guess I might as well move on to the next thing. Alright? I will see you at the pinch climb wall. Alright, so pinch climbing. Pinch climbing is very similar to hug climbing, but the difference is that when you're hug climbing, you are like going on a wider surrounding, like a tree or something. Pinch climbing is more like on this wall. So basically, it's just the same thing, except you want to do it smaller. Now, the problem with this is that when you're doing pinch climbing, what most people have trouble is they'll do this, right? Like they'll either get too high up and they can't do it anymore, or they'll like go too high up and then they'll hit themselves down like that, right? So I do have a solution for the first one. The second one is really just gonna take practice. For the first one, what you just want to do is that every time while you're going up, you're just gonna want to like spread your hands further. Like, a lot of people, they'll just pull up and then immediately try and pull their hands up. Don't do that. Do sort of a curve, like a sideways U to put your hands up, right? And then so like when you're going up, kind of do a sideways U so you don't accidentally hit yourself down. Now, for the next thing, I mean, I do have a sort of solution for it, but it's really simple. What you're gonna want to do is that you're really just gonna want to keep yourself as close to the wall as possible. Like when you're jumping, don't push yourself too far off, okay? My controller just died. Oh, sorry about that. I'll be right back, okay? But, yeah, hold on. Sorry about that. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into a real game. Okay, I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and get into a real game. Alright, now really quickly, one thing I want to say is that there no in-game audio is because when I was recording, my audio glitched. So this is actually a voiceover. So there's not going to be any in-game audio, but plus everybody was kind of toxic, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyway, basically, this is just going to be some gameplay. This is part, actually, you don't really have to watch it, but if you do want to, it's not going to have any audio or anything. I'm just going to put some music over it, but if you do want to watch it, you can watch it if you want. If you do click off, please like and subscribe. I do put time and effort into these videos. This one just kind of glitched, and please actually check out my other videos that I made. I put like, this video was kind of uploaded in a rush because I have things I want to do today. But most of my videos I spend all day on. So if you want to go check out some high quality gaming videos, go ahead and look at my other videos. I post Minecraft. I post Roblox. I post other things. Alright, I'll see you all later. Peace.